This KFAN podcast is sponsored by Builders and Remodelers, exclusive Twin Cities provider of Elements Windows. Get the highest quality windows at unmatchable value. Visit buildersandremodelers.com for more details.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to video message number 29.
This is Beaverville. Come on in.
It's Bob here. I got a question.
You'll be salivating when you see it.
I woke up yesterday morning with a spring in my step.
Start later, please.
I could never know what the day was.
Fast forward ahead.
Listen up, the ratings just came in for last month. We are number one. We just grabbed every key demographic. Super duper. That's nice. Way to go. Neato, gang. Yes. Boy, that is good news.
It is the 24th day of March, 2025. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Power Trip Morning Show on a Monday. Hope you had a great weekend, everybody. Going to be a good week. Only day with a high in the 40s is today. The rest of the week, 50s, maybe even 60s on Friday. So there you go. That's cool. Lots to get to. We got old Ben Lieber. We got old Mike Mussman and Cast of Thousands, and lots to recap from a big weekend. So here we go. Let's get some comedy in the books to start this week. Here's Nate Bargatze. Start you off right. It's the Power Trip Morning Show on a Monday morning. Now come on in. I am glad you're here.
Went to Australia as well. Australia is very far away. I'm going to tell you, our Earth is bigger than I thought it was. We flew 16 hours, over 500 miles an hour. Barely made it. Barely. I had jet lag there. I did not mind it because I woke up early. I woke up at 5:45 a.m. and I don't ever wake up that early. So I was like first in line at the breakfast buffet. Here's what I will tell you. When you get up at 5:45 a.m., noon is pretty far away. I mean, you will bet your life it's noon, and it's maybe 8:30. By 6 p.m., it's like, how are people out? Why won't the sun go down?
On your side, you hear the distant thunder. There's lightning in your stride. For the warriors.
All right, welcome to the Power Trip Morning Show. It is Monday, March 25th. I'm Corey. That's Chris. That's Paul. There's Zach. Another week of the Power Trip Morning Show.
I love you, Paul.
Oh, thank you.
That person loves you, Paul.
That's very kind. I think that lady breaks people's ankles.
That's Ann Bates, I believe was her name.
Would you?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I'd have to.
Because she's mean?
Well, she's mean. She's got a hammer.
Yeah,
In the
she's
book,
obsessed
she's got
with
an
you.
axe. Yeah.
She's obsessed with you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you just go Ann Bates? I think you combine her.
Ann Bates?
It's Kathy Bates, but I think it's Annie Wilkes.
Wilkes, bam,
so
see?
I think you combine the fictional and the real character.
And let me guess, you've never seen that film?
And just followed you around and helped you?
You can just sit and fit in my pocket, tickle my ding-dong.
Wow.
And then tell me when I get things wrong.
I just wanted to tell you pop culture references.
Yeah.
I didn't know you did.
I want you to have some fun in there.
Yeah. Yeah, knock that thing around.
Why do I have to
He
be in
can't
your
knock it out.
pants
He's too
pocket?
tiny.
Can't I be in your shirt pocket instead?
I don't. My T-shirts with no sleeves don't have pockets. I mean,
Can't I just sit on your shoulder like the old
if you
angel
gotta
devil
go.
bit? No, sit.
Oh, yeah, you can do that for sure. But you'd definitely be the devil.
All right, so if I'm the devil, if I'm the devil on your, geez, speaking of Kathy Bates, I think I just accidentally did Waterboy.
Yeah. You did.
If I'm the devil on your shoulder, who's the angel? It's not Sauce.
No,
it's not Zach.
I think it's pretty obvious they ain't no angel over there.
Right, I was going to say, it's not Marnie. It's not Tommy.
Yeah, you got the easiest.
It's not Creasel.
You got the easiest job in the world, little devil.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody over there fighting you. I'm just like, hey, you're right. I guess you're right.
I should
devil.
buy that.
Lieber's not going to help you.
No.
Muss isn't.
Max definitely isn't.
Nope.
No.
Lawyer Lambert, no.
Zach's going to point me in directions I didn't want to go.
Yeah, you didn't want to go. Now you do.
Now I do.
Yeah, now you're into
You're
it.
a little devil.
Yeah, I'm little devil. Corey's
sorry,
big
sir,
devil.
I didn't want to do this.
And of course, I'm going to be sitting there going, not my thing, but I like the chaos. Go for it.
You do you.
You're going to criticize me too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, for sure.
When it's over.
That's all you got?
I'd be like, if you're going to do that, give it some effort.
Yeah, come on. Get into it.
Come on, man.
Like the smell.
There's going to be a Minneapolis police officer who's going to stumble upon and go, man, come on.
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Yes.
We have no angels on this show.
You're
we
right.
really don't.
We're like the Allman Brothers.
Yeah, brilliant. Great
Song,
reference.
right?
Yeah, great song.
The closest should be Marnie, but we've learned over the last couple of years that
She's the worst.
Yeah, she's the worst.
Yeah, she is.
She ain't fooling
And
anyone
she's
anymore.
meaner than hell. I
Yep.
mean, just meaner than hell.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Mean.
Oh, yeah. Mean.
Maybe she should take my place as the devil.
Mean
Yeah.
Mean green.
green.
Yeah,
Almighty
dance machine.
dollar.
Did you go see the Sklar Brothers on Saturday?
I gave my tickets to Maxo.
Oh, man.
I
Okay,
did.
but at
Yeah,
least
I gave him to
Maxo went.
He did go. Yeah.
All right, right on.
Yeah, I did. I was gonna, but then I had some extenuating circumstances. I can't say words, so I could not. But what is going on with my weird?
Two-step verification, or what do you got? Trying to get into your email?
I'm trying. You know, because I have state secrets in there, so we need to make sure we have triple passwords.
Yep.
I hate that.
Me too. But it's cool, man. It's a little thing. They call it a first world problem.
That is a first world
I
problem.
don't know, is it? It's like maybe a third world problem these days, because everybody's got the internet, don't they?
I don't know.
Down to like the fourth world, maybe the fifth world?
I wonder how many countries don't.
I don't know.
I just stopped thinking about it, but for 5 seconds,
same.
I really considered how many didn't have it.
Son of a bitch. Do I have a story for you guys?
Go on.
There's a book I'm listening to right now about Facebook.
Well, you should be doing the radio show.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be.
That was a very Chris Hockey-esque guess
Thank you.
or joke there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good point.
Sorry.
I like it. I feel like
Zach,
I've given you something.
Yes,
Zach,
absolutely.
I've given something.
this is normally when Hawk would say, you can't pause.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great point.
Right.
Great point.
Yeah.
Man, I feel so like I've done something.
Yeah.
You have a bit.
A legacy.
Yeah.
It's your legacy.
That's my legacy. Zach, you're my legacy.
A play on words
gonna
when
jump out
somebody
that window.
pauses.
Correct.
Yes.
So there's a book I'm listening to about Facebook. It's the book Mark Zuckerberg didn't want released.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh,
The
crazy.
unauthorized story.
Yeah. It's called Careless People. I'm like, that's me.
Oh.
And then Zach was on my shoulder going, yeah, go ahead.
Read it.
But anyway, so this lady worked for Facebook for like 8 years, and she's giving you the dirt. It's everything you thought it would be. They don't care about anybody or anything. They just want money, 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 money. Who cares? Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
The very beginning of the book, when she's 13 years old, out of nowheres, no idea this is coming. Because you're listening to a book about Facebook, and you're like, give me some dirt. She's 13 years old. She grew up in New Zealand. She's swimming in the ocean. Guess what happens?
Shark attack.
Yeah, dang right. I almost cussed.
Wow.
And it is unbelievable that this little girl lived. Had her by the torso.
A great white, too?
They don't know for sure what kind of shark it was. Maybe that's not true. Maybe they do. She just didn't say. Because they can tell now by the teeth.
Yeah, the bite marks.
Yeah. But
the bite radius.
took her under 3 times.
Ugh.
Oh, my.
Yeah. She was with her friend. They were in waist deep water. Got her right here around the ribs section and took her under 3 times.
Ugh.
It broke my heart in a million ways because she had a one-piece bathing suit on. Her friend who was with her, it was just her and her friend, with her, goes for help. She finds herself on the shore, laying there bleeding out, right? And these 2 fishermen dudes come up to her, and she's laying there, and they're like, "Are you all right, mate?" You know? And she's like bleeding out. And she said the only thing she could think of is, "Oh my God, I'm naked." And I'm like, how terrible is our society? That's the first thing a little girl who's bleeding out on the beach is thinking about, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, so they finally help her. But so they get her to the doctor, and the doctor's like, "Oh, all right, it's all right." And sends her home. She's bleeding from the bowel, or her bowel's leaking into her. She's dying.
Sepsis or something?
Yeah. And she's trying to tell her mom and dad, but the doctor said, she's going to have some pain all night. She'll be all right. And then they're like, just go back to bed. And she's like, but I'm dying. And she really was.
That was Irish.
Yeah, I don't know what that
she's
was.
Irish. She's a doctor.
Okay, got it.
It's a great story in some
Vacation-y.
ways, minus the shark attack.
Yeah.
But for the first chapter of this book, you hear the true tale of a girl who was almost killed by a shark, this close to being killed by a shark. Unbelievable. And then she goes into the Facebook stuff, which is somehow worse.
And she says it's worse.
Yeah, right. Zuckerberg's just, man, exactly what you expect, according to her.
Right. That's the hard part, right? Is you have no idea if this gal is just burning bridges because she
Two
feels
sides
wrong.
every story.
Exactly, but still.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean she's making it up, but you never quite, I guess, understand what her intentions are.
He does seem to wish that he could just have his money, but be sitting in a dark room playing video games with his buddies. That's just who he seems like he could be. And I'm like, well, I kind of feel the same way.
Yeah. That's not a bad
It's
life.
such a bad life. Give me all the money I need so I can play video games.
Yeah.
But you
That
want to
sounds
hear
amazing.
the story of a shark attack. If I have this woman on the show, I'm going to say, I don't care about Facebook. Tell me about what it feels like to have a shark try to kill you. Because it's incredible. She does a great job telling the story.
Well, she should be on this show. She should listen to this show because I've been saying for years that the great Richard Oaknick once said, if there were dinosaurs outside, we wouldn't go play baseball. And
He
he's
has
right.
been saying that.
Do you know what she says at the end of the first chapter?
That exact quote.
Where was Corey Cove?
Exactly.
Wow, she says that.
Again, she's Irish. She was vacationing. Yeah, that's the key, right? That's their turf, not ours. So if you're even in waist deep water and you're going, well, there's no sharks here.
That should be a compromise, by the way, between the humans and the sharks delegation.
Yeah.
If it's waist deep water, that's not your. Give us waist deep
If
water.
I speak for the sharks,
Okay.
is it my waist or Parker Fox's?
That's true.
That's a good
You know what I'm
point.
saying?
That's probably not a great white if you're in waist deep water,
Yeah.
although
Right.
most shark attacks occur in 6 feet of water or less, but 6 feet's a little higher
That's
than waist deep.
ridiculous. I'm sorry. I know you're a big shark guy, but I think they need to give humans some space in the water, right?
Yeah, give us a little break.
Yeah, it's like crocodiles, right? Like if you're a gazelle or something. Or an antelope. You should be able to go down and get a drink of water without worrying about having your head ripped off by a crocodile.
Correct.
Let me have a sip of water, you dick.
Yeah, you
Here's the thing
dick.
about those dicks.
Wow.
Doesn't it seem like
4-6.
great whites are probably smart, even though they're probably not? But crocodiles and alligators are just dumbasses.
They're just waiting.
They're just eating whatever.
Yeah, correct.
Of course.
They don't care.
I don't even want to talk to them. Non-starter for me.
Great point.
Dealing with those.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a great question.
The same way.
You know,
Yeah.
like obviously they've figured out like how smart dolphins are and things like that. I wonder
Dumber than hell, by the way.
I wonder how smart
they were
great
wrong.
whites are because they've never really talked about that on Shark Week,
That's
right?
because they won't take tests.
Yeah.
You can't get close
just
enough to test
Yeah,
them.
correct.
But like, you know, they are essentially evolution perfected, right?
Yeah.
They have essentially no predators,
None.
outside of a killer whale once in a while.
Or
But
the megalodon.
they just cruise and dominate, right? In the movie Jaws, they just swim and eat and make little sharks.
Yeah.
They don't have much to do. So do you have to be smart? I don't know if you have to be smart.
Yeah.
I don't know. But
They
I'll
don't
tell
seem
you,
super creative.
I do love the idea, man, that out there somewhere, though, call it what you want, Corey, the Lord, the universe, whatever, was like, these sharks are getting too uppity.
Yeah.
I need to create something that'll eat them. So then you make
Killer whales.
Yeah.
the orca, which is basically the Lord's fish.
Yes, correct.
That's what I've decided this morning.
It's on the back of a lot of Kias.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Lord's fish. Different one.
Oh.
Oh,
I don't
got
want to
it.
get critical emails, so I'm
Yeah.
trying not to be critical.
Yeah.
But I do like that the big old whale is black and white. You know? Look
Yep.
what God did. He made the perfect animal, black and white.
Oh, I see what you're doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wonder.
Hawk's got it.
I wonder when they showed up. I wonder how many years the great white shark essentially were like,
About 15
this
years ago.
is
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
And then one day the killer whale shows up and the great white shark's like, well, son of a bitch.
Yeah, what the hell?
I thought I had this place to myself.
Yeah. This is great.
I think
now
it's.
what?
Let me look that up.
I think the orca was like the big bully at school, like the big kid who the little ones always picked on because he never fought back.
Yeah.
And then one day he was like, you know what?
Yeah.
I've had enough.
Let's dance.
I'm going to eat your ass.
Whoa.
And then I'm going to
Good
fight that
sport.
shark.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, he's into it. Good for him.
Fishy.
Ugh. Ugh.
Grody.
Yeah. You went too far.
It's not 6 o'clock yet,
Yeah. Good
as
point.
far as I want.
So killer whale, they eat primarily like shrimp, right? They're plankton or whatever, like the small stuff.
It
I
depends
think they eat
on
anything
it's on
they
sale.
want.
And then they'll eat anything from
Isn't it krill?
krill. That's what it is.
Yeah.
So the tiny little krill, and then they'll just eat a giant shark.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
What a versatile animal.
You know what? That's what I was going to say. Very versatile.
Very greasy.
Mammal, really.
It really is. You're right. Breathing air and all that.
Oh, yeah. Greasy.
Yeah, and in water, but
It's
it
the
breathes air.
perfect animal. Way to go, God.
I mean, my Lord.
You were right, Sunday people.
You mean churchgoers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Saturday people, too.
Yeah.
Some Wednesdays.
Some go Wednesdays. Yes,
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah. Which one was the most right, though? You choose.
Ask Corey.
We'll do a poll.
I'm Googling this. This is kind of crazy.
Oh, no. Don't tell me orcas have only been around for about 30 years.
No, it's like millions and millions.
Okay, all right, good.
Closest living relative of the orca is blank.
Oh, God. I had a great answer, and I almost got fired.
Yep.
Oh, my God.
Yep.
Man, this is good luck getting this one. Closest living relative of the orca. I could give you a huge hint, but I'm not going to.
I bet it's the sea cow.
The manatee?
Yeah. Is that a good guess?
I mean, it's not terrible.
Thank you.
Closest. So, dinosaur?
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. Is it a dinosaur?
No, I don't think so. Wouldn't it be cool if it was like the ant?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The sperm whale?
Ooh.
That's Tommy's favorite whale.
Brendan Fraser.
The hell's that supposed to mean?
I don't know.
There's a lot of things to choose from.
Yeah.
So this little Google search says that scientists believe killer whales evolved from land-dwelling mammals, so it went the other way.
Other way.
Oh.
We're like, screw this.
Closest living relative of the orca is the hippo.
Oh, wow.
That's okay. I was kind of close then.
What did you say?
I don't remember. Oh, the manatee.
Yeah.
Manatee's a good guess.
Yeah, that is a good guess.
Well.
Man, hippos are mean.
Well, so are killer whales.
Yeah.
So is Mark Zuckerberg. See, now we went all the way back to the beginning of the segment.
Good full circle.
I like when we do that in the first segment.
Yeah, that was fun.
Talk about 7 things, but somehow get all the way back to where it started.
Yeah.
Facebook.
It's not a perfect circle, but it's close.
It's more
Thanks for the
tool.
fishes.
I guess the perfect circle would be figuring out who the angel on Hawk's shoulder would be.
Man.
And I think the answer is no one here at the Fan.
Isn't it Paul Allen?
No one here at the
Do
Fan.
we have any good-natured people here?
In the building?
Yeah.
No.
You mean people like to go outside?
Yeah.
Brilliant.
No, actually, I suppose Captain Billy Hildebrand.
That's the guy.
That's it.
Yeah.
But he does kill a lot of fish.
Yeah, he kills a lot of everything. He's a merchant of death.
And he'll drown a worm.
By the way, speaking of death, real quick, here's a nitpicking thing that George Carlin would be losing his mind over.
Go on.
So I get here this morning, SportsCenter's on the old TV here, and they're showing highlights of Ohio State and Wisconsin, the ladies hockey championship game.
Yeah.
What a finish, by the way.
Yeah.
Right, late third period goal to force overtime, and then Wisconsin wins it in overtime. When they're showing the replay of overtime, in the top right-hand corner of the graphics, it didn't say sudden death.
Yeah, I saw that. I was watching that live. Thank you.
It says sudden victory.
Oh, I took a picture of it. I was going to.
What? You don't say sudden death anymore?
Sudden victory? We're not doing that.
No.
It's sudden death.
We can't. We're so.
Sudden victory.
This is America.
We're so.
Literally the most recent
come on.
photo from last night.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard of.
This is
Sudden
America.
victory.
If we want to die, suddenly we'll die.
Yeah, somebody's going to die the second this game's over. Sudden
I mean, it doesn't have to be on the screen at all because everybody knows how
It's sudden
overtime
death,
works
right.
in
Somebody
hockey.
was offended by sudden death?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
And
I don't know if they were offended, but somebody just thought it was a better. Let's change the message. Let's make it sudden victory.
You know what? Screw you guys. I'm going with them. Good idea.
Sudden victory.
I like sudden victory better. Way to go.
What's
whoever.
the SpongeBob bit? Sweet victory or something?
Sweet victory.
Put sweet victory up there instead of sudden victory, at least. More of the Power Trip Morning Show after this on the Fan.
The Fan.
The Power Hour goes live at 8 a.m. KFAN.com/watch is where you can find this all thanks to Quantum Fiber, your world unleashed.
I'm so glad my world is unleashed. I'd like to say thank you to Quantum Fiber for that. You know what I did on Friday night, Zacho?
What's that?
I was sitting on my couch watching a movie called My Dead Friend Zoe. Mm-hmm. Real good, by the way. Not what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was like a buddy comedy. Not. Not a buddy comedy. And I decided I wanted a Dairy Queen Blizzard. But I felt bad about just having him bring one. So I ordered 4 of them.
4 of them?
That's right. Because I knew I'd eat them eventually. And
what
I
kind?
I have.
Attaboy.
I got a mint Oreo one.
The best.
Haven't had it
the
yet.
home run.
Haven't
That's
had it
the
yet.
best.
I got a peanut butter cup.
Home run.
I got my personal favorite, the chocolate extreme blizzard. And then I just played the wheel. And I got this one that was a cookie dough with like marshmallow in the middle.
Ooh, not bad.
Don't want
It's
the
okay.
marshmallow in there.
Yeah, I didn't like it. I love marshmallows. I even like the
same.
marshmallow paste. Didn't like them mixed in with ice cream.
Same.
Yeah.
Didn't like it. Well, it's strong words. Didn't like it as much.
Yeah.
So I have 2 blizzards gone, 2 to go.
You know what I
Proud of
ordered
you.
last night?
Yeah, I do.
Crank?
Yeah, I do.
Dairy Queen.
Did you really?
Last night.
Yeah. What'd you get?
What'd you get?
That Derek Queen, who plays for one of the basketball teams.
He was the one that hit the game winner, the buzzer.
So they
beater.
kept saying Derek Queen.
Yeah, you're just
Derek Queen.
This is a sign from God.
Yeah,
like,
that's
all
the
right.
Lord working his powers.
But bigger story from the weekend, though, I did watch the Joplin tornado documentary.
Same.
Holy crap,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
That is thick. That is deep.
It's the kind of documentary on a tornado, well, obviously you wish never had to have been made,
Yeah.
but that you always wanted to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, that footage from inside that school
Dude.
when nobody was in there. Corey, you can't believe it. It's total mass destruction.
What got me was the audio.
Yeah.
That was hearing people
in the liquor store.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about the little boy being sucked out of the sunroof?
Ooh.
And they didn't find him till however many days later in that lake.
Yep.
I know. And I say little boy, he was a senior in high school, but still, that's a little boy, you know?
And it was all because some people went one way, other people went the other way, right? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It was,
Holy moly.
How about the disease that kid gets?
Yeah, I know.
Ugh.
It eats half his chest.
Yeah. As he says, I lost my nipple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to look away for a couple of those moments there. They really
You can't stand bodies without nipples.
yeah, that too. But that one really.
Whoa.
But yeah, there was multiple times where I was in tears. Like it was about as impactful of anything weather related I've ever seen, just from the pictures, the videos, and then like I said, the audio of them basically not knowing if they're going to die or not, and screaming and talking about how it hurts. It's just
Yeah. It's something else. It's something else. Ain't no doubt about that.
By the way, you want to get depressed, speaking of kids dying.
Hell yeah.
How about Brett Gardner's kid, right? Former Yankee outfielder.
Man.
14 years old.
Yeah.
Their family goes on vacation and a handful of them get sick, and the 14-year-old gets sick enough where he dies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the hell happened on that vacation?
Don't know.
They're not giving a ton of details yet because
Super
obviously
sad.
they're going through the tragedy. But my gosh, you go on vacation, you're probably having the time of your life, and then everybody gets sick and you lose your 14-year-old son. Terrible.
I know. Yeah. So there's no update on anything like that.
I haven't seen cause of death yet. They're keeping it pretty close to the vest, but I have no idea what just happened. How do you? How bad can it? I mean, if you're a healthy 14-year-old kid,
Right.
what can sweep through you that quickly? I don't even know what the options are.
I don't either.
brain eating
something
amoeba.
like that. Yeah.
I mean, some bug bite that from a spider that
Man.
you don't have the antibiotics.
Well, that's
for.
depressing.
Now you brought it up.
Yeah, you did bring it up.
Well, Zach brought up the tornadoes.
Yeah, that
I blame Zach.
That's a tough watch too.
Hey, Zach,
Yes.
you know those life straws that they show on the commercials, people leaning down in a stream and drinking straight out of the stream because it's supposed to clean the water enough for you to drink it. Would you ever do that? Because I'm about to buy one for $19.
I think so.
How often do you drink out of streams?
I don't, but I want to see if he'll drink out of a toilet.
That's
Different kind of stream.
That's literally a horse of a different color.
But technically, it should be cleaner.
That's a stream of a different color.
It filters the water.
It filters the water. If I buy this for $19, I'll give you $20 to drink out of a toilet.
I really don't think I could do that, Tim.
A freshly flushed toilet.
So
I don't think I could do that. That would be.
I wonder who do we know that would do it for $20?
Well, PA, but he'd have to go to the ATM.
Yeah.
Well played.
I mean,
there's no way something I can buy for $20 is going to work that way.
Abbott will probably be like, he'll swear by those things because,
he's
it's
an outdoorsman.
Yeah.
So,
God damn it!
Yeah, you can do whatever.
Son of a bitch.
I mean, if you're an outdoorsman, don't you have to have this? If it actually truly works as well as they say that it, I mean, what a lifesaver.
Well, you don't have to boil the water. Right? Because that's what you usually have to do, right? You boil it?
I think so, yeah. You have to boil it.
You have to boil it. And then how much water is left over after you boil it? Now I ain't got time for that. I'm thirsty now. Now the water's hot.
And now I got mac and cheese.
Yeah, and the thing, when I'm clinging to life, the last thing I want to do is build a fire and boil some water.
Correct.
I want a $20 straw.
Yeah, where my matches at? Because I don't know how to start a fire.
Right, I can't boil water.
I just want to bury my head in that stream and
drink away.
Yeah.
What is it? Friday night again?
Life straw.
Well, I got 2 of them on the way now.
Was that on Shark Tank, or was that just a...
That's been everywhere.
$20, and I didn't want the guy to waste his time coming to my house.
And who cares? Right. Yeah, he feels bad.
How crazy is life? I'll have this in my house tonight at 5 o'clock.
Right. Yeah. When there are people dying for one.
Drink out of my toilet.
Yeah, you might.
And again, I don't think that's what they were thinking.
No.
But what if I'm stuck in my townhouse and the water, electricity's off, and all I got is my toilet water?
Yeah.
Please, regardless if you do it or not, please write a review.
I will.
Yeah.
5 stars. Say, my power went out of my house and I was very thirsty. I used it to drink from my toilet.
I panicked.
Yeah.
Right.
And now I prefer it.
Yeah. Throw little ice cubes in. It's excellent.
Yeah, he was trying to be proactive just in case that extremely specific scenario that he just laid out ever occurs.
Sure wish I'd remembered to flush it first.
Right. Yeah.
It's like chocolate milk.
Yeah.
I was thinking number 1, but you do you.
Yeah, you do you, Dwight.
No, it's your life straw.
It's your.
I'm not drinking out of that.
It's your dump.
All right, they'll be here tonight. Tomorrow, tune in as Zach drinks from the toilet.
I'm just picturing a scenario where somebody's, again, clinging to life. They're by some stream. They have like 1 bar.
Yeah.
And they connect to Amazon, and some Amazon drone flies them a life straw.
Thank you.
And you try to tell that drone, please send help.
Yeah.
Appreciate the straw.
Yeah, thank you.
Please tell somebody where I am.
You're right, by the way. Musk will do this.
100%.
Oh, yeah.
Musk will do it.
Yeah, just tell him it's beer.
Yep.
Yeah, he'll do it.
Just don't taste like, wait, it does.
Yeah, this will work.
Hey, Musk, we just poured an IPA in the toilet.
Yeah.
Try this life straw. Here's $20.
That would work.
It would.
Yeah, it would work.
Yeah.
100%.
There are IPAs that are that color.
Just terrible.
Hey, Musk.
It's a trap.
He doesn't care. Musk doesn't care.
Front Page Sports is next.
Drunk?
Power Trip Morning Show on the
Is he
Fan.
gonna stop these shakes?
Welcome to the perfect night, Minneapolis. Simple Plan is coming to the Armory August 19th with special guests Bowling for Soup, 303, and Lolo. Don't miss out on a night of nostalgic early 2000s anthems. Tickets are on sale now. Get all the details at KFAN.com. Keyword calendar. And we have a high of 46 under clear skies today.
Yeah, gonna be 60 by Friday.
That's sweet.
Thank you. It's the Power Trip Morning Show. Lots going on in the world of sports, guys. Should we talk about it?
Sure.
Time now for Front Page Sports, presented by Holiday Station Stores.
Holiday Station Stores. Get that bakery meal deal. A couple of ring donuts and a medium hot coffee. Get donuts and coffee all the time at Holiday, but specifically that for a limited time.
Holiday's the best.
Man, it's been a morning filled with a lot of sadness on this show. We've talked about shark attacks and tornadoes and death. Let's keep that going, shall we? Over the weekend, George Foreman died at the age of 76.
Yeah, man.
Two-time heavyweight champion, gold medalist, grill maker.
Down goes Frazier! Down goes Frazier!
Frazier!
Yeah.
Down goes Frazier!
One of the most iconic calls in sports history.
You are
Down goes
correct.
I
Frazier.
had never heard the whole thing until this morning.
Yeah.
I have it in the system. I'll play it for you at some point. The whole fight only lasted 5 minutes, by the way.
Is that
I
right?
don't think I've heard it either.
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't seen the cause of death yet. Died at the age of 76. He's survived by his 12 kids. George.
Yep.
George.
Yep.
George.
So you're saying his kids took him
George.
out.
George, and George.
Yeah, that's
12 kids, but 5 sons, and the 5 sons are named George Edward Foreman.
Yeah.
All of them.
So what?
I'm surprised that's legal.
Yeah.
To have, not obviously you can name your son the same thing you named yourself, but
it's America.
How can you have more than one kid with the exact same name? I know they have a unique social security number,
Yeah,
but
I was just going to say that.
they have the exact same name.
Yeah, that's interesting.
That is interesting. And insane?
Kind of.
That's mostly insane.
Imagine like 6 Corys.
That's pretty much what
Keep
the
going.
80s were. I mean, the 80s were like 60 Corys.
Yeah, there's Corys everywhere.
More of a 90s thing, but
yeah.
The hell's that supposed to mean?
Sorry.
Like, imagine if
Corys all
you
over
had
the
named
90s.
Louis Paul Jeffrey Lambert,
There's no Louis, only Steve.
but then you had another son and named that son Paul Jeffrey Lambert.
Yeah, that'd be weird.
Yeah, one time I get.
One time, sure, yeah.
One time.
Kind of.
Yeah.
2 times is insane.
2 times.
Yeah.
Now we're like doing Wyclef impressions.
Yeah, brilliant.
Thanks.
God, that was quick. That's funny.
Chris doesn't even get that joke.
I don't really
That's
get
a
it.
great joke, though. Well played. That's funny.
I
Thanks.
wish I got it. I'd giggle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, if we could play songs, I would play a Fuji song and you'd get
right.
the bit.
And if you grew up, and heard that Fuji song over and over again, you'd get it.
Hey, man, I think Ben talked this thing into existence.
man.
We'll talk to him about it in about 20 minutes.
Oh,
but there
yeah.
were reports on Friday that the Vikings are interested in quarterback Ryan Tannehill. Haven't seen anything in the last couple of days, but I think it was Fox Sports that said that there were some reports that they were interested. Now, Tannehill is 36 years old, didn't play at all last year.
I couldn't play it all.
In the 2 years before that with Tennessee, he was mostly terrible. But obviously, you're not signing him to be awesome.
No.
You're signing him to be serviceable if McCarthy gets hurt.
You're signing him for multiple reasons. A, there's no threat for him to play. B, he's a absolute insurance plan. And C, him and McCarthy have the same agent. You're doing the agent a favor.
Isn't it weird how we went from like having like too many quarterbacks to
Right. Yeah.
like
Now we have
one?
2.
Like 2, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, last 2 years with Tennessee, terrible. How about 2023? 8 starts, 4 touchdowns, 7 interceptions.
Yeah,
So he was falling off. But I still don't think that means this is a bad signing. Because ultimately, it doesn't matter.
Right.
All the names we've talked about in the last couple of weeks, whether it's Cooper Rush or Jameis Winston or Gardner Minshew, Dom DeLuise, Steve Lombardozzi,
Busty St. Clair,
Pasta Bolognese,
Anita Bath,
Soda Pop Penske.
all of these names.
Right,
Soda
Drew
Pop
P.
Pen-
Wiener.
yes, you guys, they all know the names. Those would all be backups.
Yeah.
So who cares?
Back that ass up.
I don't want Ryan Tannehill to start.
No.
I want him to be a good backup quarterback and mentor and a guy that can help JJ be as good as possible.
Correct.
Soda Pop don't back up nobody.
Right.
Man, that was about the range of Mike Tyson's punch out where, let's separate the men and the boys.
Yeah, of course.
Once you got to that about Soda Pop Pinsky, it was game time.
Right.
Right, we can all take out King Hippo. We can all beat Von Kaiser and Glass Joe and Don Flamenco.
Oh, yeah.
You get to that like Great Tiger range or like Piston Honda the second time through, and you're going, uh-oh.
Anybody who rushes at you, that changed the game.
Modern day warriors.
Yeah.
Bald Bull.
Oh, yeah.
He'd come at you.
Oh, yeah.
The guy from Night Court?
Yeah, he was in Mike Tyson's punch.
Yep, and he'd be like, know what I mean, Vern?
Yeah. Wait, is that the same guy?
Not even close.
Oh.
No, not even close to the same guy.
Where did that come from?
Yeah,
No.
do you have Ernest
No, he
Tourette's?
just liked the Ernest franchise.
So he would just
Richard Mull. He just he loved it.
He's dead, right?
I think they're both dead. I mean, Ernest is definitely dead. I'm pretty sure Richard Mull died a couple of years ago as well.
Yeah, Richard died. Yeah, 2023.
I think you'll never understand the importance of being earnest.
Jim Varney?
Sure.
Yeah, he died.
He's Slinky, right? Was he Slinky?
Slinky Dog, yeah.
Toy Store?
Dog, that's
Yeah,
right,
he died
I love Toy Store.
Yeah.
They're way overpriced, but at the end of the day.
Yeah.
He died
Where else are you gonna get toys?
25 years ago.
Yeah. By the way, speaking of toy stores, somebody posted on Instagram like a week ago. It may have been on all social media, but it was a picture of like 9 stores that don't exist anymore. And it's like, if you could only bring one of these back, which one would it be? And it was like Toys R Us, Circuit City, Blockbuster, stores like that, right? That just faded away because nobody went to them, or they're just completely irrelevant now, right? And it was, which one of these 9 do you want back? And I went through all 9, and I'm like, there is literally no reason to have any of these exist anymore.
Yeah.
I couldn't think of one. Right? Sure, when I was a kid, Toys R Us was about the greatest store on the planet. As you've said a million times, Chris, and you're right, whether it's Blockbuster or your local video store, there was some magic. If you,
correct.
For our generation, going to the video store on Friday, seeing what the new releases were, panicking and trying to find a movie that wasn't sold out because everybody jumped on whatever the new hot movie. Like, that was fun as hell. I have no interest in doing that now. Like, if somebody said Blockbuster's back, I'd go, who cares?
Yeah.
Like, zero need for that. But it was awesome at the time. Circuit City, I always thought was, the redheaded stepchild of Best Buy. I was always a Best Buy person. That's why I worked there. Didn't want to work at Circuit City.
Yeah, Best Buy Wales.
Ain't gonna work Circuit City.
Circuit City doesn't need to come back.
No.
Can you guys think of a store like that? That you're like, that went out of business because it was irrelevant, but I need it back.
I would throw Radio Shack in there.
That was one of the 9, I believe, as well.
Because there was some things at Radio Shack that you couldn't you can obviously get on Amazon, but like
that's the comeback.
We had a thing. We had I needed a power supply, but right before, like a half hour before kickoff for White Bear football, it died, and I busted my ass to Radio Shack and got us on the air like a minute before kickoff, and it was like that's the kind of stuff that Amazon can't do. Now they can get you a straw for your toilet.
Oh, I'll get you a straw.
But that's not going to be till 5 o'clock in the evening. I need a straw for my toilet now.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Patience.
I don't have any of that.
Video stores were awesome.
Yeah. Video stores were sweet, man.
They were sweet.
Yeah. Going to one on a Friday. Hey, do you have Hot Shots Part D? No, like 8 of them are out, but
it's due back Tuesday. You're like, I need one now, though.
One now. Do you have any in the back? No, we don't have any Hot Shots in the back.
What's behind that curtain? How come only adult men go back there?
Yeah.
And why is Mark Rosen from Channel 4 in there?
Yeah, why is Hockey Pacing in there?
And how do I know who Chris Hockey is? I'm 12.
Yeah, correct.
And how can I see him pacing if there's a curtain?
No, good point.
Yeah, it's more likely at the age 12 I go, is that the lead singer of Moonshine?
Is he
the
wearing
sports guy
boots?
from Channel 4?
Yeah.
We're down to the Sweet 16 in the NCAA tournament. Sauce, I saw you tweet this over the weekend, and I think you're right. One of the most boring. Opening 4 days in the history of the NCAA tournament. Not only because there weren't a lot of upsets, outside of that, the Maryland buzzer beater last night, most games weren't even interesting.
Yeah, the UConn-Florida one was great. The rest of them were just boring.
Boring games, mostly blowouts, not a lot of upsets, not a lot of buzzer beaters, a real buzzkill first 4 days. If you're a diehard NCAA tournament fan, I think you were probably pretty disappointed. But a lot of blue bloods left. I mean, unbelievable how well the top seeds have done. Outside of St. John's, basically everybody else is still in it. So you have Florida, Duke, Alabama, Michigan State, Kentucky, Mississippi, Maryland, and Arizona advancing from yesterday. On Saturday, Auburn, Houston, Arkansas, Tennessee, Texas Tech, BYU, Purdue, and Michigan moving on. The only thing that Gopher fans could probably keep an eye on is that buzzer beater was against Colorado State, and that Colorado State coach is Nico Medved, who is the front runner to be the Gopher head coach. And now that they're out on the buzzer beater, you wonder if that news comes quicker than if they had won, and we would have maybe had to wait another week or two. I wonder if in the next handful of days that's the call, now that he's done. We'll see. I don't know.
I don't
know. A lot of people are on plane watching for any flights from Colorado here.
I bet there's a couple.
There can't be a lot of people.
That's the only name I've heard.
Yeah, same.
And that's not even, a behind-the-scenes heard. I'm just talking about publicly. The only name anyone has written about so far is Medved.
You are correct.
Weird.
Well, one of the leading contenders is no longer with us. George Foreman.
Oh, he was going to coach?
He was going to be the head coach.
Oh.
Yep.
They were in talks.
Is
Down
that
goes
right?
Frazier.
There was dialogue?
Yeah, there was dialogue.
I believe, like 3 or 4 of his grandkids were going to play on the team, too.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, and then they realized they were talking to the wrong George Foreman.
What really matters is next.
Hey, join the Power Trip Zach Halverson tonight.
That's you.
That's me at Rascals in Apple Valley for a Bud Light Wild Watch Party. Be there at 7 o'clock to watch your Wild in action to sign up for your chance to qualify for first round Wild playoff tickets this year. Get the full details at KFAN.com keyword calendar. Tonight at Rascals.
Yeah, that's
rascal. You little rascal, you. You kind of rascal.
That's there's a show about them, right?
The Little Rascals.
Yeah, Rugrats.
Brilliant.
Kind of, except for they're
With
all dead.
alfalfa and stuff.
Oh. Isn't that the bit about the Rugrats?
Yeah, they're all dead.
They're all dead and
Jeepers.
Yeah.
No, that's true, I think.
I don't think it is. I like the
But whether it's true or not, Jeepers at the thought of it.
Yeah, it is sad, but
that
it's
is
a cartoon.
Poor
that's the
Tommy.
cartoon story.
What happened to Tommy?
Oh, he's okay. He's probably driving with one thing in his hand and the steering wheel in the other.
Yeah, he's getting after it.
You think he ain't?
Let's do what really matters. I'll do scores and stats. I'll do the boring part, and I'll do sports. And then Chris will tell you something that's more interesting.
That's right.
Let's start with Catalyst Supply and CatalystSupplyCo.com and Wild News. Thanks to Catalyst. Boost your build if you're a Twin Cities contractor with the great people at Catalyst. Thanks, Catalyst.
Hell yeah,
I'd
man.
like to say thank you to Catalyst.
Yeah. The Wild are red hot. They've won 3 straight, and they've dominated those 3 as well. They won Saturday 4-1 over Buffalo, 3-0 after one, so they got off to another fast start. So the 3 straight wins, Kings, Kraken, and Sabres. And in those 3 wins, the Minnesota Wild have outscored those 3 teams 11-2. 11-2. They are at Dallas tonight, 7 o'clock, right here on the Fan. I think. I haven't checked the schedule. Be nice if somebody emailed us the schedule so I know what...
Yeah, well, normally he puts it up in there to show us everything. It's missing like 2 weeks of it.
Okay. 12 regular season games left for the Minnesota Wild, including Alexander Ovechkin and the Caps here on Thursday. But what really matters is this.
9-year-old Jodie Foster was mauled by a lion on the set of Napoleon and Samantha, leaving her with scars on her back and stomach. While being held sideways in its mouth and shook like a doll, she saw the crew running off. The lion did drop her when he was told to, but it left her with lifelong fear of tigers and lions.
Oh,
bears.
Oh, my.
How about that? How about the, first of all, how about the fact that my computer's always listening?
Now what'd you get?
Well, no, I was talking about that lady being eaten by a shark. And that's the first thing that pops up on what really matters. Second of all, how about never knowing that Jodie Foster was...
Yeah, I didn't know that.
And you know what? Even weird, the lion, right before he mauled her, said, "Are you looking at me?"
Yeah.
That's not the right line, is it?
No, I'm never going to financially recover from this, I think is the line you're looking for.
No, I'm thinking, are you talking to me?
Yeah, he's...
Are you
Because
talking to me?
Jodie Foster was in Taxi Driver.
I didn't know
That's
that.
the reference.
I've never seen it.
They should have sent a poet or something.
What?
Contact. Carry on.
What?
You could have just said the lion made contact.
I thought about it.
And it's too bad that everybody on set ran off
What are you going to do, though,
panic room.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you know, if it's your daughter, that's one thing. Am I right?
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, Jodie Foster.
Right,
but
stop that.
That's a lion.
Yeah.
What did you expect me to do? You're a coward. You're damn right I am.
Well, somebody on set should have been lion tamer guy, right?
Yeah.
It's not like they just hired the lion as a subcontract. It's like somebody was supposed to be responsible for it, and my guess is they had those trank darts from old school. It was trank that son of a bitch.
I like you.
Yeah, shoot that thing.
I figured probably like the lion trainer was like, okay, they're about to say action. I got to go poop real bad.
Real bad.
I'll be right back. This is going to be cool.
They don't need me.
And then Simba takes that opportunity to eat Jodie Foster.
Oh.
Come on, Simba.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Still, there are worse ways of getting Jodie Foster's attention. So.
Oh. See what he did there? Now that really saved the whole bit. Nice job.
What movie is that?
That's not a movie. That's why dude shot Ronald Reagan.
He's a great musician now, apparently.
That's what I heard.
What percentage of the time do you have any idea what's going on this show?
Me? One?
Me one?
Me one? Me do one?
Zachary, make sure fact check this because I'm not 100% sure this is right. So just tell me if this is wrong. We're down to the final 16, right? Is that what the college hockey tournament has?
Yes.
16. Thursday, the University of Minnesota Gophers take on the University of Massachusetts. That's in Fargo. Then I believe also on Thursday, Minnesota State takes on Western Michigan. And I believe the winners square off against each other. Is that accurate?
That is correct on Saturday.
So Mankato and Minnesota would square off if they both win.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Both tough matchups, both winnable for either team. But, yeah, it's a weird year in college hockey. Everybody's just really, really good. So should be a fun weekend of regionals, all setting up for Frozen Four at St. Louis in a couple weeks.
Give her hell.
Those are the only two teams from Minnesota that made it? No St. Cloud,
that
no
is
Duluth?
correct.
No? Okay.
Even North Dakota didn't make it this year. So
I saw they fired their coach, too.
Yeah, Brad Berry. Well,
he's with the Patriots now.
It's been a bad run for Bradberries.
Yeah.
Couldn't be more right.
What really matters is... Well, Ben Lieber's here. Good morning, Ben. What really matters is this.
Good morning.
Hi, Ben. Did you know that even after you lose muscle, you just give up, extra nuclei from past training sticks around in your body, and it makes it easier for you to build that muscle back because it recognizes, oh, here we go again. We're getting back after it.
So what nuclei in my body are going what's up with the no workout ever?
Yeah.
Like, is there somebody in there waiting going hello?
Yeah, your right forearm's ready to go whenever you get back at it again.
What's with all the poker talk?
Right, all of the muscles that are required to fold two small cards, they're we are locked in.
Yeah.
Just that flick of the wrist, just right into the muck. Boom. Yeah. Rapid fire fold. No one folds in the state of Minnesota better than me.
Nobody.
No one. But that's about the extent of it.
Oh.
I don't know.
Hey, guys. How's it going?
Right?
Fast folding Corey.
Yeah.
Fast fold.
A little fast fold over there.
Fast fold going on.
Yeah, right in the muck.
Right in the muck.
Whoa.
Yeah, isn't that what they call muscle memory?
Yeah. That's right, buddy. That's right.
I mean, usually it has more to do with coordination, but I guess I didn't realize it could be maybe used for strength training.
Yeah, for sure.
Didn't know there was a double meaning because I've always used it the same way you just referred to it. Like muscle memory in terms of just remembering how to do things athletically.
Ride a bike.
Right. Whoa. Again, a couple weeks ago, I went skiing with the kiddo. I hadn't skied in 30 years. Picked it up in about 2 seconds. Yeah. Muscle memory. I don't know if that's a thing or not, but it feels like it is.
Well, absolutely. Absolutely it is.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Talk to us.
Thanks, Dr. Oz.
When I played in that hockey game last year, hadn't skated in forever. Picked it up.
Yeah.
Skated well.
You look like the great one out there.
Yeah, you saw it.
Yeah. You were great.
So how many Bradberries can you name?
Me? I can name James Bradbury. Isn't that a guy? I can name Garrett Bradbury.
That's 2.
I can name...
I wonder if he's going to say the one that I'm thinking of.
Well, technically, this is sort of a Cliff Clavin Jeopardy situation. I mean, he could start naming...
Yeah, Dusty Bradbury.
No, but ones that are widely recognized.
All these people have never been to my kitchen. That's a true statement.
Steve Bradbury? I don't know.
Get out of my
Garrett
kitchen.
and James. Is there a blatant one I'm missing?
There sure is.
Am I?
What is it?
Ray. But
Ray Bradbury.
Who? The guy that wrote Fahrenheit 451?
No.
Isn't that the guy? Come on.
No.
Hey, wasn't what was the gal's name on Murder, She Wrote?
Landers?
Hori McGee.
Hori McGee.
Yeah.
By the way, Ray Bradbury did write that book.
Oh, yeah, you're right. He did.
Jessica.
Look at you, buddy.
Yeah. Beale?
That was Cadbury.
Oh, God, how good.
No, that's Richie Rich's butler.
Dude, you nailed it. You're right.
Jessica Walter?
Oh, was it Walter? Jessica Walters is the gal from Arrested Development.
Jessica Fletcher.
Fletcher, there we go.
Angela Lansbury.
Yeah.
That's
Lansbury. I thought maybe her character was, I don't know why I had Bradbury in the back of my head.
Because you missed Angela Lansbury.
I was thinking Gene Roddenberry.
Yeah. You've slept with a Roddenberry.
Wait.
Frankenberry.
Wait.
Oh,
Are you saying that when it comes to TV and movie trivia, you got it wrong?
Wow.
I think in my head I was doing what Chris did with Kathy Bates to start the show. I think I got Angela Lansbury and her character's name convoluted in my head. Yeah,
It's okay.
I never watched that show, but my parents did.
Oh, yeah.
My mom liked Murder, She Wrote.
I watched it when I was honey.
I did watch all of Severance season 2 this weekend. I binged the hell out of it.
And
that show 1,000,000,000% should be binged. That is not a show to be watched 1 week at a time.
Yeah.
I'm so glad I waited and binged it because it was overwhelming at times. There were whole hours I'm like, I have no idea what's going on. But just like season 1, they paid it off. Most of the questions get answered at the end of season 2. There's a couple that are lingering that are super awesome cliffhangers for season
have
3.
To let it linger, though?
Yeah, great song.
Epic finale. I mean,
really?
It was, awesome.
Oh, sweet.
I bet I know the exact episode you quit.
Go ahead.
When they're outside in the winter.
No, we watched one more
that
after that. Yeah, that one's great. That one, because that one is where like they kind of show what's happening without that one. That's the best episode of the show.
You watched an episode, you said it was great,
and then
then you watched the next one and said, "I'm out."
I'm out. Yeah, it's above my
pay grade.
My pay grade. It's above my intellect.
So that's why I loved it, though. Is that there are definitely times where I'm going, I have no idea what this character's doing or why they're doing it. I don't understand it at all. But that's the fun, is waiting for the puzzle to come together. And just like season 1, it comes together. And at the last 2 or 3 episodes, you're like, oh, got it.
When it comes together, though, do you still have to be Mensa smart to figure it out? Okay.
No, and there's a couple of things I'm still a little confused on, but I think they don't want you to know everything. There's still secrets and
another season
reveals for more seasons. Exactly. Another 1 or 2 probably, but
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, so I think I got 90% of it.
How many more seasons do you think they can have?
Maybe 1.
Yeah, Corey said that.
You got to wrap it up quickly. I just think it should be a show that doesn't extend and overstay its welcome. I think 1-ish feels about right. 1 more should be good.
Yeah, this can't go 10. You'd be like, what?
No, and if you get to the end of season 2, you're going to understand why. I think 1 is enough. 1 more. It's a mess. The end of season 2 is a mess. So my guess is there's about enough content for 1 more. But they can't end it the way they ended it. Can't.
What?
Can't.
Be like
way
John.
too big of a cliffhanger, just like season 1.
Gotcha.
Oh.
You guys are about halfway through, or where are you?
No, I know.
Are you okay?
I got a little bit of a chest cold from my wife. I'll blame it on her. I've been blaming it on her all weekend. So it's like another one of those things. Like, I feel fine. Voice is not there. Lil Chesty.
Prove it.
Sauce.
Yeah,
Little
please.
Chesty.
Yeah, prove it.
Hawk's favorite rapper.
Damn right. She good.
Yep. What was I gonna say? No, we've seen episode 1 of season 2, and then we just went on to other things. We're just into White Lotus, although we did not see it last night because we were flying back from Florida. Yeah. So we'll go back to it.
I think you're gonna feel lucky that you waited, because you got to binge this. It's just too overwhelming and too confusing.
I think I'm gonna do that. So because we watched the first episode, I'm like, I don't know, man.
Binge
it
it.
just
Yeah, you got to binge it. It's just one giant movie.
I don't like being so lost for the whole hour.
Yeah. Totally get it. Yeah, I loved season 2. I thought it was awesome. The finale was epic. Super cool. More of What Really Matters after this on The Fan.
Wolves fans, you know we don't just talk ball, we live it. And now we're throwing you a full court lob with $15 tickets to select March games. Don't just hear us break it down. You can be there. Feel the energy. Lose your voice and howl with us. Use code KFAN with an exclamation point at Timberwolves.com/March to get your $15 tickets.
Thanks, Zach. I'll do that.
I would say the Power Trip Morning Show talks basketball and lives it.
We do live it, yeah.
And experience it.
We
Especially
live it, man.
Hogs.
I dribble a lot.
Oh, we should get that looked at.
Yeah, well, whatever.
All right, let's do more of What Really Matters. Ben Lieber is here. Mush should be here shortly. I'll do scores and stats, and then Hawk will tell you something else.
I love these fries.
Yep. Twins opening day, just a couple days away. It's Thursday at St. Louis, 3:15. First 6 games for the Twins are on the road. Home opener is a week from Thursday. Paul, your hands up.
So this is a Zacho question. I think it was Saturday. They announced that it's going to be on like some Paul Bunyan channel, like 585. Is that just going to appear on my TV?
Well, you don't have Paul Bunyan. You have Comcast, correct?
I do, yeah.
So,
I thought it was a channel.
That's real? Paul Bunyan TV?
Yeah, Paul Bunyan Communications up north, believe it or not. I think Bemidji area, if I'm not mistaken.
It's a good place for that company to be based.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
No, most of the other deals that they've done with teams like this have been announced like literally the day before opening day.
It makes a lot of sense.
So you'll find out probably Wednesday. It'll be a big thing where Xfinity will be like, "Hey, Twins fans, watch the Twins on blah 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 blah." Now, if you don't, then we might be having more issues. But as of right now, all indications are you'll be able to watch it on your TV.
It's
don't
not
sign up.
585.
No, that's unless you live in Bemidji.
I do not.
Do you want to?
I mean, Bemidji's sweet. Yeah, we've had fun up there.
Would you move to Bemidji?
Today?
Ever?
I mean, if I had to, yeah.
No, not had to. This is your choice.
Man, they're
this isn't
listening right
prison.
now. Be nice, dog.
Yeah, of course I would. It's beautiful up there.
See?
They have a cool Dairy Queen where Hawk bought us all Dairy Queen that one time.
I did, didn't I?
I think so. Was that the time we all went up there and you had to fly up there? You had that Vikings thing? Was that Bemidji?
Did I do that?
I think you did. I think you bought a one.
Is that how you roll?
Yeah, well, he had to be up there, but he also had some... Was it Chad Greenway's party or something you were playing?
That sounds right.
And then, he flew up there.
Oh, yeah. It's a common flight.
Yeah, paid. I think it was Delta Flies.
Yeah, pilot got him.
Yeah, pilot got him. Yeah.
And
that's true, yeah. He flew up there.
I fought a ticket in Bemidji and won. I renewed my license there.
You fought the law and the law won.
I won.
Yeah, what did you say? You fought the what?
I fought a parking ticket.
Oh, the ticket.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And you won.
I won.
How much did you show some cleavage or what?
Yeah.
No, I just
Did you see you take
wrote
him out
a
on a
strongly worded letter to explain why I thought it was stupid. And they're like, you know what? You're right, man.
Oh, a strongly worded letter got the job done?
I think so. I didn't have to show up for anything.
Officer
that's good.
Pretty. What really matters, though, is this.
In 2022, James Michael Grimes won a free drink in an air guitar competition while he was on a cruise. And that was the last memory he had before waking up overboard in the Gulf of Mexico with no ship in sight.
Oh, boy.
He treaded water for 18 hours, was stung by 2 swarms of jellyfish all over his legs and his arms. But then he was rescued.
Nobody peed on him?
Hold on. He said the scariest part was seeing what he thought was a shark. I spotted a fin about 15 feet away. It was headed towards me. I put my head underwater and opened my eyes to look at it. I'm not sure if it was a shark, but it bumped my leg. I kicked it, and it never came back. That's James Michael Grimes.
Survived it.
He did.
Yeah,
obviously, that's how he's telling the story, but still, survived it.
Yeah.
Did he get Cosby'd? What the hell? If he just had one free drink and he falls overboard?
Yeah. Maybe he didn't read the fine print.
And he went Men in Black and just had his memory erased?
Could be.
Oh.
Jeez.
Does it go into detail on how he was rescued?
It does not.
Because if you're in the middle of the ocean,
Yeah.
even if they know that you're gone, that you fell overboard, the likelihood of them finding you.
Right, it's like
James Michael Grimes.
It's like Castaway when they're talking about that's the size of Texas, right? Like the search area.
Yeah.
Right.
And you realize, that's not going to happen. You're not going to get found. You're going to be on an island making love to volleyballs for years. You know he did.
Oh, of course he did.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was forbidden.
Yeah.
How much would you pay for Wilson? There must have been more than one. But let's say there's only 2 or 3 or 4 total, right? Had to be more than one. You don't just bring one volleyball to a set like that.
No.
But let's say there's 3 or so Wilson volleyballs. How much would you pay to have one of the actual 3?
Is it one of the ones he had sex with?
The character or Hanks?
Let's just say he had sex with all 3 volleyballs.
Yeah.
What a horrible
situation.
Yeah, correct. I have the actual price of what somebody paid for it.
Do you know how many there are? Does it say?
It does not.
$12.
I'd pay way more than that. It'd be super cool, and of course, it's an investment, right? You're going to flip it at some point. Like I'd pay $10K for it. I bet it went for more than that, though.
Way more.
Way more?
Way more.
$20K.
Way more.
Oh, really?
Way more.
$80K.
Way more.
Whoa.
$400,000.
Way less.
Just tell us.
308.
308. I should have guessed 311. 308.
Yep.
It looks. You really think you're going to get your money back?
Yeah,
Really?
I mean,
in the world of collectibles, it's all about having things that are as rare as possible.
Correct.
If there's only 1 or 2 or 3 Wilson volleyballs out there, some bazillionaire has that as his favorite movie and wants it, and then he's going to give you way more than you paid at some point. You just got to hold on to it for 10 years. Then you sell it for more. Like Sauce and his Yeezys.
Yeah, those have gone.
Where do you put
in
it?
The toilet.
Wonder why.
Yeah, correct.
Where do you put the ball if you get it?
You put it where somebody can see it. It's a talking piece. You're like, is that it? You'd be
You
like,
just bring it to the beach.
Like on the dashboard of your car.
Yeah. You drive around with it.
Yeah, man. You talk to it.
Yeah. You show it who's boss.
And you say you shut your mouth.
Yeah.
No, you say you shut your filthy mouth.
Yeah, because you got to teach it who's boss.
Yeah. I don't think you display
You
it.
do have to teach
That's
it
what I'm
who's
wondering.
boss.
Like, do you?
I'm with you. I think if it's anything over, I don't know, what the dollar amount, let's say $100,000, you keep that sucker under lock and key. Put it in a safe.
Otherwise, it's a target for theft.
Yes,
Right.
correct.
Right. Yeah. You got to protect that volleyball at all costs.
At all costs.
Yeah, you keep that volleyball away from that guy.
Aaron Rodgers spent time with the Steelers on Friday. No deal, though, but there's a lot of sources saying it's just a matter of time that's the most likely spot. It's always made the most sense to me, but we'll see. The Giants, I guess, aren't completely out of it, even though Russell Wilson's still in the mix, and Jameis Winston signed over the weekend with the Giants, 2 years, $8 million. I still think he ends up in Pittsburgh. It sounds like that's the case as well.
Wouldn't he? That's the only place he's got a shot.
He's got
place
DK and Pickens as well, so he's got a couple of monster targets.
Yeah.
The Vikings aren't interested, so that it's such a better spot on paper than the Giants. And as you've said for a couple weeks, Chris, who wants to I don't know, the Jets fans probably hate him right now. Why would you stay in the same city?
Yeah,
Start
you don't
over.
want to stay in there.
Right.
Get the hell out of here.
Get out of there.
Who needs you?
Pittsburgh
Same
rocks,
stadium.
man.
I'm sorry.
Heinz. Well, it's not Heinz Field or whatever it's now called now, but
What is it called now,
It's
Hawk?
called
It changed.
Helmets.
It changed after Bane blew it up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about
It's called.
Worst scene of that movie.
It's
Yeah, it's
called. I
pretty
made my
terrible.
own mayonnaise.
Oh, my God. Sick.
Why? Why is it sick? I like making my own food. I'm quite industrious.
What ingredients do you use to make mayo?
Come over here. I'll show you.
I'm always going to be surprised Christopher Nolan allowed that. And
Yeah.
my guess is obviously either
What,
it was
mayo?
No, the blowing up the stadium scene.
It's hideous.
It's hideous. It's so dumb.
I liked it.
Yeah, Hawk cried.
I cried because that's a cool stadium.
I hate all the actors in that scene. The extras, how they're all staring off in the same direction. Like the acting's bad,
Yeah.
the idea's bad.
it's clumsy.
The fact that the football players are still trying to make the tackle, although the field is literally
It's a
crumbling
contract
under.
year, Corey.
It's so dumb.
And it's a movie.
It is, but it's super stupid.
No, it is super stupid.
Contract year, and somebody's got to make that tackle.
But what does he say? Like, what a lovely singing voice.
Ask him like the way you sing,
he comments on the national anthem singer. Bane's about to blow up the whole stadium. He's like, what a lovely voice.
Well, it was Chris Cornell.
That kid probably died, right?
Maybe.
Yeah, he had to have.
Well, Hines Ward didn't care to save him. He was too busy trying to make a play.
It's a contract.
It's a contract year, and everybody watches the tape, Corey.
Yeah, Corey.
And a guy like Christopher Nolan, who has so much attention to detail, and he takes his craft so seriously. And then you have that scene. But whatever.
Ben would have died, too.
Oh, Ben.
He would have been the sideline reporter.
Oh, he'd made that tackle.
Yeah, Ben would have made the tackle.
I may have tripped the guy.
Yeah, been there.
Poor Ben.
Yeah,
and you would have been trying to talk to him, Hawk, up in the booth.
That'd have been like Ben.
Right next to the booth that just got blown up that had the mayor in it.
Like, hurry up when Bane scores, see if you can get him on.
Ben, the stadium's exploding. We got to catch the plane. Come on.
Yeah, come on, Ben.
They're going to leave without us.
Ben, are you still there?
Down on the sidelines, let's go down to Ben.
Boom.
Ben's there with Bane.
Yeah.
I'd like to blow up the stadium.
Wow. The entire Vikings are doubtful to return.
Yeah.
Ben's talking to a 1920s radio announcer.
Hello, Murray.
It's a bomb, you see.
Down on the field with Michigan J. Frog.
Humanity.
Second consecutive show with a Michigan J. Frog reference, because the Sklar brothers mentioned Michigan J. Frog on Friday. Those guys are the best.
Yeah, they're funny.
God, they're good.
They're such nice guys, man.
Yeah.
I love those dudes. Yep.
It is so fascinating how I get that they're identical twins, but they have very similar personalities, and they're both quick.
Yeah.
Both quick. That's terrible English.
It's okay.
They're both very quick, very witty, very funny, without trying to be overly funny.
Yeah.
Yep.
And how do two people do that?
I don't know.
So the thing that I was reminded of on Friday, even though, again, that's the third time they've been in, and they've been awesome all three times, but they must have a mutual understanding, or just since they've known each other literally their entire lives, they both cut each other off all the time.
All the time.
But there's the mutual understanding of, no, I'm cutting you off to take this joke to the next step.
Yes.
Yep.
And then feel free to cut me right back off to
Correct.
So they climb the ladder together, but there are times where it's like, wow, that's where you cut that line off. But the other guy never gets mad. It's like, no, I know where he's going. I trust him that he's going to add to this. He's not derailing my joke. And they just land the plane every time.
They're brilliant.
I hear what you're saying, but I guarantee you it ends in murder-suicide.
Wow. That's sad.
That's the way it goes.
They're going to cut each other off.
Randy's just like, enough!
Yeah, shut up!
Let me make 1 point.
I got a point for you.
If you interrupt me one more time.
Brilliant.
Oh, man. They were some clips that they put out from that little Acme podcast that Acme does.
Yeah.
And the Sklar brothers were ripping the hell out of Edina. I thought you guys would like that.
Aw, why?
They were laughing that everybody hates Edina. Because the host was basically like, the state hockey tournament, basically, Moorhead and this and that. Basically, everybody hates Edina. And they just thought that was funny. They're very familiar with the reputation that Edina has, even as being outsiders.
Yeah, it's an interesting thing because you get it when it comes to Edina High School. I don't know, they embrace being the villain for whatever reason. I mean, it's like you can't fight it. You're not going to turn the whole state around. But I find fascinating is that we find it in youth hockey as well.
Oh yeah,
my 10-year-old is like getting harassed and raped. These teams from around the state, they just hate playing Edina.
Oh, we hated playing you guys.
They're 10. They're 10.
Oh man, we had a game where we tied Edina late, and then I made a really awesome play. I'm not trying to break. We tied, and the amount of trash talking, oh man,
just to tie them.
Just to tie them. It was like, yeah, you suck. You just tied. We lost 15 games this year, and you just tied us. You suck.
Wow.
Cake eaters.
Man, I love cake, though.
So do I.
Cakes. What's your favorite kind, Hawk?
Why is cake eater such a bad thing? I love to eat cake. I love birthday cake the most.
Yeah.
What do you got?
Yeah, and for the record, poor people are allowed to eat cake as well.
They are.
Yeah, man.
It's not just rich people.
Yeah.
Okay,
Everybody can have cake. It's not that expensive.
Joke. Correct. So no joke, though. our coaches have to tell our kids at the beginning of the season, we have to be the nicest kids on the ice. Like, we have to be the most respectful. I mean, every coach should say that, but we have to do it because everybody's looking for us to screw up. So they're looking for one kid to be a bad kid, one coach to make one misstep.
Yeah.
So they're held to a higher standard, which is fine.
Mm-hmm.
But the funny thing is, you go to all these tournaments, and usually it's the other coaches and the other kids that are complete a-holes.
To Edina, or just in general?
Just in general. And then our kids have to be like, put on this smiley face, like, okay, we can't be like what everybody thinks Edina is.
Right.
So it's a little bizarre, but it really is.
Yeah, that's a good point.
It's a good lesson for these kids to always just like be competitive, but
break the stereotype.
Break the stereotype. Yeah. I think if you would poll everybody around the state, we probably have the most respectful kids that they play against.
That's pretty cool. Another serious, I'm not even kidding, this is a serious question. Do any of the coaches ever say, like, please don't post pictures on Instagram of us eating cake at any point in the season? Like, let's not do cake photos. Let's not add to the bit. I don't care if it's your birthday, if it's a victory cake. Let's just let's stay away from cake photos.
No, because everybody does embrace it. I mean, there's hats, there's green hats that say cake on it. I mean, the moms embrace it, the kids embrace it.
Some of the moms embrace it too much.
Jesus.
Mm-hmm. You know, people like to indulge their hawk. People like to indulge.
I'm more of
the kind of ladies hawks like.
More of a mom's not embracing it.
Mom, are you serious? Can we have steak or anything that's meaty for dinner? Why does it always be cake?
Yeah, those are hawks kind of ladies.
Yeah, I like them.
By the way, if you are eating that much cake, then in the words of Wilford Brimley, check your blood sugar and check it often, please.
Yeah.
You might have diabetes.
Yeah, I ain't got no toes left.
What's the best kind of cake, Hawk?
Birthday, baby. I said it twice. I'll say it again. If you want me to say it, I'll say it again because I like it that much.
Yeah, it is good.
The right answer is ice cream cake, but at the end of the day, that's really just ice cream.
Yeah, it's just ice cream.
That's not real cake.
That's not even a cake.
Chocolate cake with a little bit of milk.
No, chocolate cake's terrible. I don't like chocolate cake.
Get out.
Can't do it.
Yeah, get the hell out of here.
The old standby? You can't do chocolate cake?
No, I don't like chocolate cake.
Where do you live?
Edina.
Oh, shocking.
Have you not had chocolate cake from Portillo's?
From where?
Portillo's.
No, I'm not. No.
Oh, but
Portillo's makes great chocolate cake.
Phenomenal.
He lives in Edina. Do you think he goes to fast food restaurants?
I'm sorry.
He's a cake eater.
It is about as expensive as somebody from Edina would afford.
Yeah, that sounds
Before
great.
I go, don't even get the slice of chocolate cake at Portillo's.
Get
the chocolate cake shake.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Get yourself right to the emergency room.
Yes. You'll feel horrible afterward.
Oh, my God, is it good, though?
In the moment, it's the most delicious thing.
You can't believe it.
But does it have chunks of actual chocolate cake?
Yes.
That sounds awful.
They put the whole cake in there.
Awful.
Yeah,
I don't want the cake in a shake.
I don't want to chew my shake.
What is wrong with you?
No, Ben and I are correct.
Yeah.
It's an American staple. It is.
Blending up cakes in your shake is something
With
that people
ice
in the
cream.
White Bear Lake do.
No,
Not
people
in
in
Edina.
Chicago and people everywhere, not in your weird world of...
Yeah, but see, Chicago also likes deep dish pizza, which is gross.
Oh, my gosh.
Get my cake out of there.
What are you doing?
I'm angry. I'm angry at the
I don't blame you
anti-chocolate
for being
cake
angry. He's right.
shake slander.
Shake?
It's really good.
Careful.
Have a chocolate shake.
Yeah, I would eat that.
Shake.
I would try that.
It's real good, buddy.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous.
And they put a whole slice of cake in there. You can't believe it.
I don't want to be in the same room with you people.
Wow.
Hey, he throws his
hell outta here.
headphones.
He's
Who
mad.
needs you?
He
Get the hell
molested
outta
that
here.
microphone before he
did.
left.
I'd wash that microphone.
Yeah, I would wash it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he ain't washed his hands in months.
I'm us.
Hey, yeah, he manipulated this thing right here.
Yeah, he did.
Sure did.
He manhandled that.
Paul, your hands up.
I don't need to right now, but at some point,
You got to poop.
Yep.
can I tell you guys about the emergency I was in yesterday?
Oh, Lord.
Oh my gosh.
Are you okay?
Did you
It's
see?
not about- it's not about
a
me.
headless person again?
It's not
or
about
something?
me. No, it's an actual emergency. It was a weird situation.
But it's not about you.
Did you
No.
save somebody?
Is little Louie okay?
Louie is great.
Okay, good.
It's about my wife.
Nobody cares.
Oh.
Oh,
It's about your wife.
you couldn't find it again?
Stuck in the couch?
No. Jesus.
Little blue pill thing?
No, it was an actual emergency.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You need a little blue pill? Because I got some
No.
in my pocket.
No, I don't need that.
I keep them in case of emergency.
I do not need that.
We have no interest in what's
Oh, quit bragging. You'll get to be my age eventually, and then you're like,
I won't make it that
pills
far.
like it's vitamins.
The news is next. Muss is here. Lieber's here. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
The Fan.